Good morning, guys. It's a really, really great morning. Saturday, pretty. We got sun. March is here. It's amazing. Just some words of thought after my meditation and prayer, and just really strategizing for my week and for my next 2 months. I just really wanted to share some things that I've been working on in terms of different types of strategies for success. And basically, what we live, we believe, right? So why? Because your standards and what you create every single day is a reflection of who you are, what your identity is, and so forth. Okay? For an example, one of the major things, I want to lose weight, I want to feel better, I want to be more nutritious, or whatever it should be in terms of your state of health, right? So your body is usually your body is your physical reflection, not of what your goals are, not of what you are striving for, but what your standards are. Every single day, what are your standards? Are you thriving? Are you growing? Are you healthy? Or do you have lack of health? Do you have a lot of ailments? Do you have different types of injuries and so forth? So when you think about that, your reflection of where, say for an example, where your physical health is currently is basically just what your current standards are. Okay. Your strongest force is what you move force or you move towards in terms of what your self-identity is. What is your self-identity? You're always telling yourself, I'm big boned, or I've just always been an overweight person, or obesity runs in my family, or diabetes runs in my family, or something, right? So you're always already shaping your identity with something of, or making the excuse, or not the excuse, but why is something a certain way? Well, if you continuously always tell the same story, you're always going to create the same story, right? Versus stepping out of that box and saying, what do I want to create? What is my vision for that next step? What do I want to create for my life? Versus setting goals, versus setting a New Year's resolution. And by now, whatever your New Year's resolution was, usually about mid-January, February, we tend to fall off of it, right? But what is a resolution? It's really an aspect to resolve to, this is what my vision is. This is what I'm going to go forth in terms of my vision instead of a goal. Right? When you think of a goal, sometimes you say, well, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to go back to school, or X, Y, and Z, right? And then if we don't do it, okay, well, better luck next time. But when we have a vision, when you have a vision of where you want to start, you have more of that blueprint, right? You have that driving force behind it. And we never want to really focus on things in terms of motivation. I'm motivated to do X, Y, and Z. Why? Because motivation is an emotion, and emotions are constantly fleeting. Some days you feel great, you want to go do it, and other days you don't. What will help to get you to that vision? What will help to get you to that end point, whether it's with your career or your starting point, because there's never an end point. That's a word slip. Whether it's your career, whether it's school, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your children, whether it's your body, right? Whether it's your mental capacity of continuously learning, whatever it is, it's having that visualization of how am I going to get there? Having that blueprint, what we focus on expands, right? So what is a story that you continuously tell yourself? Can you do it or you can't do it? And whatever you choose to say about yourself is exactly true, because that's what continuously will manifest. Whatever we focus on expands, So what is the strongest driving force, guys? You have your goal, but do a little bit more with just a goal, with more than just the endpoint. Have a vision of what it is that you want to create within yourself, within your life, but not just a soul type of vision where it's just all about you per se. What is your vision? How are you going to impact others? Humanity, right? I think each and every one of us truly have an amazing mission in this world. And that's why we're all literally creating all together at this time. That's why we're alive, is to live our soul purpose. And what is that soul purpose for you? What makes you happy at the end of the day? So really kind of revisiting and asking yourself, what does make me happy? What are those hobbies that you dive into? Make those things that you do more often. What is your contribution back to humanity? really living your soul purpose is really, really huge. So instead of just setting a goal, focus on a vision that you want to create. Focus on a vision and move towards that vision. And remember, guys, no results, whether it's weight loss, whether it's prepping for a show, whether it's getting that dream job, whether it's graduating with your PhD, no results happen without one thing. Do you want to know what that key ingredient is? No results happen without action. Have a good day.